Thanos meets a fate far worse than death. It's a day of victory for the Avengers. They've rallied the forces of the universe together and are hoisting their banner high above the world of Docram 7. Their united army of heroes has driven back the armies of the Builders on world after world, all fighting beneath that A-sign banner. Captain Marvel joins the Skrulls, leading them in hand-to-hand combat. Starbrand brought his light to defend the pyramids of Chimer. And Hawkeye and his Archer friends held strong on Centauri Prime. It's a time of celebration. Everyone's shaking hands, cheering for joy, happy that the battle is over. Thor's come to join his old friend, bringing a pair of bottles with him.
They say the local fare is too hearty, much too potent for a simple human. I told them they don't know Steve Rogers. To the victors!
The God of Thunder knocks back his drink with practiced ease. Captain America is too tired to argue, coughing a little at the burn. Gladiator, leader of the Shi'ar, has already promised them a ship back, but the Praetor has come down to Docram with terrible news for the Avengers. They've got galactic comms back online, and Earth has fallen, thanks to Thanos and his minions, the Black Order. In the hidden city of Orlon, the healer Thane stumbles through a pile of corpses. Thanos' invasion has awakened his powers, abilities that have almost wiped out the people who raised him. Thane holds a skull close, crying, asking for some answer, some way to understand this.
What happened here? All this pain? All this death? Why, you happened, Thane, son of Thanos.
Thane insists this can't be true. He's not like his father. He's a healer. Ebony Maw disagrees. Thane's actions have proven him very much Thanos' son. The Mad Titan spent his life chasing death. It turns out death was his child all along. The only reason Maw is able to survive in Thane's presence is a personal energy shield. Still, even if they disagree, the stranger has an offer for Thane, a way to control his gift. Thane insists that this power isn't a gift, but Maw doesn't care. He's got a suit already made to help Thane control his new abilities. Thane is not fond of Maw, but after causing so much death, he won't turn down that offer. The young Titan dons the containment armor, forged in gold. He's smaller, younger, but all of a sudden, he looks much more like his father. Thank you, Maw.
Gratitude is overrated. To say nothing of being a tad bit premature.
A force field flares around Thane. Maw wants him trapped until Thanos gets here. The Mad Titan's forces have congregated in Wakanda, landing their ships at the necropolis. Corvus Glaive, the commander of the group, snaps at one of his workers. They've been working on trying to unlock the powerful antimatter bombs the Avengers have been using to blow up parallel Earths. But the drone hasn't been able to get the thing to trigger. There are too many safeguards in place. Proxima Midnight snarls at the thing to keep working. Glaive reports their lack of success to Thanos, admitting that they'll need some time to get this bomb operational. Thanos isn't too worried, however. They have Black Bolt, one of the group that designed these super bombs. Standard torture won't be enough to get secrets out of their captive. His voice is extremely destructive. But Thanos has a way to pull this off. Supergiant, another one of his minions, steps forward, ready to get to work. In no time at all, she's ripped the knowledge directly from Black Bolt's mind. The bomb is ready to go. Thanos is about to give her further orders, but a call comes in on his suit comm. Ebony Maw has information to report, namely that he's captured Thane. Thanos is excited for the chance to kill his son, heading out with Proxima and Corvus to collect Thane. Supergiant remains behind. Once Thanos has killed Thane, they'll use that to destroy Earth. The Illuminati, the group responsible for the world-destroying bombs, teleports in just a minute too late. Thanos' ship takes to the sky as his fleet continues to blast away at Wakanda. T'Challa wants to intervene, but Iron Man holds him back. An alarm's triggered, warning him that Thanos' team has access to the bombs. They have to deal with this first. And as much as it pains him, Black Panther agrees, ordering them to teleport directly into Necropolis. They hit the enemy hard and fast, carving a path right through Thanos' legion of goons. Unaware of this, Thanos has gone to collect Thane from Maw. He gives his servant a pat on the back, admitting he did well, before taking a good look at the last of his offspring.
Take a deep breath, boy. Enjoy it. You have so very few left.
Why are you doing this?
Because you keep me awake at night. The very idea of you out there, existing. And soon, all that will end.
Now, though, he notices the containment field Ma set up. Before his servant can explain, a holo call comes in for Corvus Glaive. Something's happened to the watch post Thanos left on Titan. That something would be Gladiator. His flagship has taken down Thanos' rear guard smoothly. The Skrulls, Kree, and Shi'ar are all still united, standing behind the Avengers. The people who saved the universe. Captain America, the commander of this task force, gives the order to jump to Earth. Even now, they have one last world to save. The hero's fleet strikes like lightning. Thanos' forces have taken control of Earth's planetary defenses and are ready for a fight. Earth's orbit soon becomes an enormous space battle, the united races of the galaxy against the death cultists of Thanos' Black Order. While their allies struggle desperately to buy them a gap in the blockade, the Avengers use a Quinjet to blitz through the fighting and head down to the planet as fast as they can, ready to deal with Thanos himself. Unfortunately, a clean landing was too much to hope for. One blast is enough to send their craft down in flames. Thankfully, no one is too badly hurt, emerging from that crash landing proud and tall. The Avengers are finally back home. Cap already has a read on Thanos' position thanks to Iron Man. The group are swift to make a plan, sending in Hulk first as a distraction, with the rest of the team planning to follow him up. Thor wishes his friend well before the Hulk leaps off, ready to get to work. Over in Wakanda, the Illuminati has fought its way through Thanos' minions. Tony Stark's hacking his way into the last vault door between the strike team and their world-destroying bomb. The door slowly clangs open, only to reveal that, yes, they're far too late. Not only is the bomb primed, Supergiant has used the extra time to turn Black Bolt into her puppet. His destructive voice is strong enough to make even the Illuminati cower. And at Supergiant's word, Black Bolt blasts his former comrades with it. The group screams, but they aren't out of the fight that quickly. Doctor Strange stands tall over his fallen allies, grimacing in anger. You push us all to the brink and over the edge. So very well. Let me show you the abyss! Back in devastated Orlon, Corvus Glaive gives Thanos the bad news. It's clear the Avengers have brought a massive army back to reclaim their world. The Black Order won't hold them back for long. Thanos briefly muses about how enjoyable he finds chaotic situations like this before agreeing that he should kill Thane now. Before he can order Ma to take down the containment field, though, Thanos looks up in surprise. The Hulk has arrived, falling right towards the villains, ready to punch out the Titan. An irritated Thanos knocks the Green Goliath away with a strong right hook, throwing the Hulk through 3 blocks of houses that crumble in his wake.
Do you see, Corvus? All life is noise. All life is a distraction. Therefore, it has no real value and must be treated as the diversion it is.
Thanos orders Corvus and Proxima to kill the Hulk. The two bring up their spears, ready to bring down Banner as he charges right at them. The pair dodge Hulk's first strike, jumping to either side as he slams the ground. Proxima throws her Spear of Light, the weapon splitting into 3 different lances as it strikes the Hulk. Once it hits, though, these bolts transform into crawling darkness. Proxima's spear is forged from a star that was simultaneously a life-giving sun and a black hole. Now she's shifted it to its alternate mode. A force of 1.6 trillion times the gravity of Earth is holding the Hulk in place. Corvus grins, resting his blade against the Hulk's chin. One scratch confirmed what Glaive suspected. Even Hulk's dense skin can't stop Corvus's atom-slicing blade. Thanos' acolyte pulls his weapon back, ready to decapitate the Hulk with one brutal swing. But before he can, a star-spangled shield hits him right in the back of the head. The assembled group look up as Captain America and the Avengers join the fight. Cap takes Corvus, Captain Marvel and Hyperion go for Proxima, and Thor has Thanos himself in his sights. At the Necropolis, things are going badly for the Illuminati. Doctor Strange has thrown all his darkest magic at Supergiant and Black Bolt, but before the Inhumans' vocal blasts, it's not enough. However, as Strange reels in defeat, a rubbery hand reaches over Black Bolt's mouth. Reed Richards has restrained both the bomb's defenders at once. He yells at T'Challa to do something. The Panther protests that his one remaining weapon will hurt the Illuminati too, but there's no time to worry about that. With a press of a button, the room is hit by a massive earthquake, one strong enough to send everyone flying. Unfortunately, Supergiant is still standing once it's done. T'Challa tries to insist that she can't detonate the bomb. It only has a few seconds delay. She'd die along with them. And so with Thanos, this thing's designed to blow up a planet. But Supergiant is not budging. She joined Thanos in the hope that one day he'd kill her. The Titan promised he'd do it if she slew all his offspring, but that took years. Even now, it's still not over. The last child of Thanos is on Earth, no? Then here is me fulfilling my word, Master. And your end as well, for making me wait. Back at the Orlon fight, Ebony Maw is staying out of the action, standing to one side with Thane.
The human heroes of Earth, your only hope. Do you think they can save you from Thanos?
Proxima pulls her spear right out from Hulk's chest, shifting it back to star mode. And as she does, the world's mightiest Avenger transforms back into Bruce Banner, a weak, frail man. I don't, and neither should you. Proxima bats the depowered Avenger away like he's nothing. Even Hulk couldn't win this fight. Corvus is trying to cut through Captain America's shield. It's not working, but the Force is driving Cap back. Thanos is fending off a photon blast from Captain Marvel while Thor charges at him with a thunderstrike. One blast from Thanos' eye-beams is enough to drive the Asgardian back. And now, unbothered by any other fighter, Proxima raises her spear high. Driving it into the ground creates a massive shockwave. With one powerful attack, Hyperion, Steve Rogers, and Carol Danvers, 3 of Earth's strongest heroes, are forced down to the ground.
It's an ethos, and a noble one at that. Believing in hope.
Proxima and Corvus stand proud as the Avengers struggle to get back to their feet.
Listen to me, boy. All hope is fleeting in the face of Thanos.
Over in Necropolis, Supergiant's done charging the bomb. She's all ready for that earth-shattering kaboom. All she needs to do now is activate the external trigger mechanism. Unfortunately, Black Bolt's brother, Maximus the Mad, has beaten her to it. He toys with Supergiant, claiming to feel conflicted about this before deciding on a solution. He'll give her what she wants, in return for what he wants. A chance to look like the smartest guy in the room. So he hits the trigger for the bomb before teasing Supergiant. She forgot about how the Illuminati teleported here in the first place. Lockjaw, the Inhuman's dog. In just a second, the bomb's been thrown to a distant, uninhabited planet. Lockjaw gives a gentle woof before teleporting back to Earth, leaving Supergiant alone on the world as it explodes. In the Thanos fight, Thane tries to argue back against Ebony Maw that the heroes still have a chance. Maw is unconvinced. Hyperion fires a blast of laser vision at Proxima, but a second later, Corvus Glare cuts into him from behind with a vicious slash to his shoulder. Does it sting? Does it burn? Does it feel like the end? Captain America is still trying to pick himself back up, reaching out to help Carol. Before he can, though, she warns him. Proxima's got them in her sights. Once again, she throws her spear, the same weapon that the Hulk himself was powerless to stop, right at the weakened captains. Steve throws himself in front of Carol, bringing up his shield and deflecting 2 of Proxima's blasts. The third, however, hits him right in the torso. Proxima has no time to savor this victory, though. The 2 points Cap knocked away hit Corvus Glaive right in the gut. Now he's restrained as Hyperion starts to pull himself free. Tell me, monster, does it sting? Does it burn? Because this is your end. You cannot threaten someone with what they want. Summoning all his solar power, Hyperion incinerates Corvus Glaive down to the atomic level. Once he's gone, the hero finally falls to the ground, exhausted by the strain. Proxima calls out in distress, the battle forgotten. She runs to where her love fell, about to pick up his weapon, when Captain Marvel hits her from behind with a photon blast. She's down to wreck Proxima, but before she can, Thanos punches her down into the rubble. After everything the Avengers threw at them, Proxima and Thanos are still standing.
There is no unwritten universal rule that says good men always win. So they don't.
Maw looks skywards, to the layer of clouds forming above them.
In the end, all that remains are the whispered prayers of the condemned, and the hope that there's a God up there listening.
Thanos hums as he too studies the sky. He can guess what's about to happen. The thunderbolt strikes the Mad Titan head on. His armor smolders from the impact. But Thanos is unbowed.
Do it again.
A second bolt, one larger than the first, with light intense enough to blind anyone looking at Thanos. But once it clears, the Titan is still unbowed.
Is that all? Or do you have something more?
Thor is happy to oblige, striking Thanos right on the head with a thunder-charged blow from Mjolnir. The force strong enough to even send the death-chasing villain reeling.
One of us will perish here today, Titan. One of us dies now.
Thor brings the hammer down again, bolts of electricity still coursing from it. Two gods wrestle with the fate of the world on the line, gritting their teeth as they both give it their all.
So, as you witness Thanos unable to be beaten by mortal or immortal, I release you.
Why?
To see if you've evolved.
The battle's over now. Thanos has laid Thor out, knocking the Asgardian prince to the ground with a mighty blow before starting to charge up an energy blast of his own. This one is far bigger, however. A city-destroying storm of energy. The Avengers have started to recover to try and strike back, but they're being blown away one by one due to the sheer power Thanos is putting out. All the while, Ma is whispering in Thane's ear,
You've spent your whole life running from who you are, trying to be that good and noble man. Well, here's your chance for one good and noble act.
Thor held out longer than his friends, but even the Asgardian can't get close enough to land another blow like this. This battle is over.
Unless you have a decision to make, boy. Will you reach out and take what is yours? Or are you the son of Thanos?
Yes, I am Thane, son of Thanos. The Mad Titan looks behind him a second too late. One bolt of golden energy from his son was all it took to end this fight. Even Ebony Maw looks grim, seeing what's become of his former master. Still, he is Thane now. The manipulator keys up a teleporter. Thane, son of Thanos, greater than his father could ever hope to be. And in an instant, the pair are gone. Captain America wakes up sometime later. Iron Man's here now, happy to inform him that Earth is still intact. But they weren't the ones who stopped Thanos. Thane's blast encased his father and Proxima in a golden cube, leaving them awake but trapped in suspended animation for all eternity. A living death, as Iron Man calls it. Earth is safe once again. The Avengers are quick to begin helping with reconstruction, even their alien allies stepping in to assist. Gladiator resolves to train some new space heroes as part of the Shi'ar Imperial Guard to help the Avengers protect the galaxy in the future. Somewhere, out in the cosmos, Thane has become the disciple of Ebony Maw, ready to learn every dark lesson that the old alien has to teach. And yet, he's not the most dangerous threat left standing. The Illuminati are still around after all. Iron Man took responsibility for dealing with Thanos, but he had a different plan in mind. The other Illuminati note that their friends would naturally believe he had their best interests at heart. Unfortunately, they aren't quite so noble. They haven't abandoned their goal of destroying other worlds to preserve their own. And now, they have a new tool to do just that should it prove necessary. Thanos, sealed away in the Wakandan necropolis thanks to Iron Man. That's the final indignity to Thanos. Now he's just a new weapon of last resort for the world-destroying heroes. And if you want a powerful pawn able to cause massive amounts of death, yeah, Thanos fits the bill. Check out our video on what King Thanos is capable of.